Yes, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, your goth agitator, gothic contrarian, and bipartisan liberator, which can you believe is a point of contention. Anyway, before we get on, I'd just like to humbly thank everyone who sent me a DM in regards to my request for people to send me their experience as a conservative or Republican goth, their experience within the subculture. I received over 120, maybe 130 DMs, all novel-length responses, so that's why today's video is not that video. I need some more time to read through all of it. As much as I am very gifted at being able to just record a video on absolutely no basis and come up with some really phenomenal points, I would much rather spend some time trying to create a far more coherent and cohesive plan for how that video is going to go. I don't want it to be disappointing. I would hate to leave out a point that was poignant to the topic of the video and see that retrospectively. So I'm actually spending a little bit more time actually researching and working hard on this video, so my points are far more concise. However, today we're going to be getting into the goth subculture yet again, as that's what I am now doing, apparently. Hey Jake, nice jacket. Where'd you get it from? I thrifted it. Now, this is a weirdly common reoccurrence. This is not the first time I've actually come across this in this recording session. It's also not the first recording session that I've come across this kind of stuff. What is this weird, isolated objectification of goth chicks showing off their boyfriends? That lad is not tagged in that video. He's not tagged. What is this weirdly common reoccurrence of goth chicks showing off their boyfriend and not tagging him? Also, not really a lot of these boyfriends have like their own content that they create, or even just photos that they put out. They just seem to exist isolated until they're picked up and used for content by goth chicks. What is this about? It's like this, it is like a weird type of objectification. Like, could you imagine if guys did this? Just be like, yeah, got this goth chick there, got it. Do you have a tag so we can go see the kind of stuff that she posts? Like, no, it's not important. Are goth guys like a kind of commodity or a rare asset? It's the strangest occurrence. Like, what is this? Like, a guy cannot exist within the goth subculture unless accompanied by a goth female. They're not allowed to express their own opinions by themselves, on their own, without being supervised by a member of the goth matriarchy, lest they say something that is disparaging to the said matriarchy that has been constructed. Yeah, here's my goth boyfriend here. I'm actually gonna let him speak for a bit. Go on, sweetie. Well, I think... you think? Excuse me? What is this oppression? It has to be some sort of natural occurrence that has arisen within this critical mass that is like this goth matriarchy that we find ourselves in. Like, men do not speak, you just stand there, look pretty, I use you for content, no taggies, and you're done. It's like super bizarre. Why is this a common occurrence? What is happening here? I'm now realizing this is probably why we don't come across a lot of goth guys. When we type in goth guys on Instagram, it's not a lot of them. Because they're unaccompanied. They're unsupervised goth guys. They have to be accompanied and supervised by a goth girl. Otherwise, they're just eaten alive? Burned? Am I getting close here? Am I uncovering a previously undiscovered concept within the gothic hierarchy here? The social, gender-based hierarchy that's within the goth subculture at the moment? Have I just discovered this? Because, like I said, it's weirdly consistent to the point that I am now discussing it. No tags. Not even on her profile. It's not tagged. Yeah, here's another one. I've reacted to this before, but what I'm saying is like it's consistent. I didn't even try looking for this. This just came up again. But look, see how consistent this is? And he's not tagged. It seems to be an aggregate channel, but he's not tagged. She is tagged. Am I hitting something here? Am I discovering something? Are people even aware that they're doing this? There seems to be like this weird reoccurring construct where goth guys are just there. They're not allowed to speak or express opinions or do anything unless accompanied by a female goth. Yeah, more of it, right? Yeah, a boyfriend, a tall, strong, white knight boyfriend. Again, faceless, just the concept of a boyfriend. Not actually just the humanization of a boyfriend. Yeah, it definitely could be us if women hadn't demonized the concept of masculinity within the goth subculture and therefore outcasting any kind of it represented within it. Oh, you want to be delicate and looked after? Yeah, such is the natural inclination of women, but there seems to be this overriding culture of goth mommy, goth mommy, goth mommy. Do you want goth mommy to step on you? Goth mommy's gonna step on you. I'm gonna step on all men. You're not mommy. You're not goth mommy. You lack the depth, warmth, emotional maturity, and compassion of a mother. It is a dominance thing. It is a superiority thing. It's an arrogant narcissist thing. There's always this dom aspect to the goth. The mommy dommy. It's mommy dommy. Before people try and tell me that there's a distinction between the two types of things. It's like, goth mom's different to goth dom. Is it? Because we got the whole dommy mommy thing, which is like a reoccurring phrase within the subculture. You can't distinguish between the two different things. So which one is it? Is it dommy or is it mommy? You love your mom. And mom loves you. She looks after you. Yes, she cooks for you and cleans and makes sure you're feeling all right and looks after you. And in return, you look after your mom. Your goth mom that you have sex with. It's weird. The dom part is where she steps on you and kicks you and stuff. Why are we lacking a distinction between what a mother does and what a dominatrix does? Goth chicks really are so far up their own asses that they literally can't hear anyone pointing out the issues with what they're doing. Removing their heads from their anuses only so long to take a breath and tell men to shut up. Ooh, I can warm my hands off the gender equality from here.
This isn't goth at all!
Yes, it's because they're using the fetishized version of it. Behold, the elevated, unchecked behavior of women who have been so freed from accountability that they cannot see anything wrong with what they're doing with making a bop house, which means this, by the way. What is up with that? Now, what is depressing is, what if I told you that that is goth? What if it was? What if these chicks are goth? And this is what they're wielding goth to do. They're manipulating it. I know, shocking, a woman manipulating something for her own benefit. Manipulating the subculture to serve their own desires of driving a G-Wagon through LA. Sipping a comically large Starbucks. I know a lot of people try to save the image of goth by merely trying to say that that isn't goth, but who are we to say it isn't? You can say they're not all you want. It doesn't really change how they present themselves. All we can do is try to create a perception, a presentation of goth that does not reward this kind of thing. And you'll find that they will stop doing it by themselves. They don't need to be told to stop, made to stop. We can reform modern goth to more traditional values. Oh boy, did I just find a link between goth gatekeepers and conservatism? I think I did. Uh-oh. See, if I just let myself talk, I come up with some of the most interesting topics. No, none of this new goth stuff. None of this weird new goth stuff. Or what you think goth music is, or what being goth is. No, it's the 80s stuff. It's the original stuff, the pure stuff. The traditional stuff. It has to be that. You know who else thinks like that? It's conservatives, man. Feels good, doesn't it? Preserving traditions that you know are capable of maintaining, or at least creating, the core values that you find yourself believing in to this day. It's nice, isn't it? Wanting to protect that. Maybe now you can see the perspective of conservatives out there, perhaps. Oh, I don't like this weird change. I want it to go back to the way things were. Man, as I'm going on here, I'm seriously struggling to find anything worth talking about. It's almost as if there really is not that much goth content out there. There's nothing really worth talking about. I think what I'm going to be doing from now on, because there is just a dwindling amount of relevant content to even make, I'm going to move on to something else revolving around the goth subculture, something that I'm not going to mention here because people do tend to steal my ideas. No, they don't, Jake. Yes, they do. I got proof of it. I got proof that people steal my shit. So I no longer say what I'm going to be doing. Because people straight up steal it. But then again, they just do it after I do it anyway, so. But this stuff always happens when you're an original. But yeah, I'm not feeling 100% today. I was gonna, and I kind of ran out of time. I had to drop my car off. I wanted to go do a freak vlog today. You know, go out into the town and vlog it like this in public. See what happens. Bring back an old series that I used to do half a decade ago. But number one, it's torrential rain out there. It's been raining for like the last 4 days. So there'll be no one out there. And two, I had to drop my car off. So brake discs needed to be replaced. Yay! I love expenses courtesy of my car. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.